Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a seated practice now. Just a short 10-minute practice. Let's start in Dandasana. So flex the feet, try to press down through the backs of the legs. Hands down by your side. A couple of different options here. If this feels really uncomfortable for you, you can sit on a block or you can bend your knees slightly. So a few different options here. Try to bring the legs together. Press down through the hands and broaden across the collarbones. Chin just very gently drawn into the chest. And start to lengthen out the breathing here. So you want to feel a long spine here. Long all the way down through the tailbone, out through the crown of the head. An active leg, so press down through the backs of the thighs. And starting to activate that Ujjayi breathing, so long deep breaths. Let's take an inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears, and then exhale, take hold of the calves, ankles, or if you can, the big toes. Take an inhale to lengthen out through the spine, and then as you exhale, bend the elbows just to where you can, reaching the crown of the head forward. Try to draw the shoulders away from the ears here. And long, smooth breath. Let's take an inhale to lengthen out halfway. As you exhale, reach that left hand to the outside blade of the right foot and open that right hand out to the side, turning the head to look over the right shoulder. Keep pressing down through the backs of the legs here. Let's swap it over. Take hold of the left blade with the right hand. Open that left arm out. Looking towards the left fingertips. Keep reaching out through the crown of the head here. And then let's take the hold of the feet once again. Take an inhale, lengthen out. And then exhale, fold forward once again. And then let's roll up the spine. Let's bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet together. Opening the feet out. Letting the knees drop down to the side. Take an inhale to lengthen out through both sides of the waist. And then as you exhale, just fold yourself forward. You can let the elbows rest on the insides of the legs if that's available for you. Again, here you don't have to come all the way forward. You could rest your forehead on a block. Or if you do need to bring your forearms down onto the floor, please feel free. And let's take an inhale, come back up to a seated position. Left hand behind you, take hold of the right big toe and then start to lift that right leg up and then gently starting to straighten that right leg out to the side. Keep drawing that right socket, that right arm back into that socket, the shoulder socket. And if you'd like to, you can take hold of the left big toe and then let's bring that right leg down. Bring the right hand down behind you and start to lift that left leg up and start to straighten that leg when you're ready. You can lift the eyes slightly if you've got your balance. And if you don't need your right hand behind you, bring that right hand forward and take hold of the right big toe. Nice steady breath here. Let's bring both feet together now. I'm going to try a little balance here. So shift the weight slightly back into the sit bones. Take hold of both big toes and then let's open the legs out. Don't worry if you fall in and out of this a couple of times. Try to find a steady spot for the eyes to help with the balance. Keep lifting up through the lower back here. Keep drawing those upper arm bones back into the socket. And then let's bring the feet back together. Open the legs out wide. We're going to come into Upavishta Konasana. Flex the feet. Try to have the toes and the knee pointing up towards the ceiling. Start with the fingertips behind you to help you lengthen up through the lower back first. And then when you're ready, you can start to walk the hands forward just to where you can. And if you'd like to, you can use a block. You can rest the head on the block. If you want to keep going further, come down to the forearms or walk the hands all the way out, just coming to where you can. Here, I want you to just focus on lengthening out through the lower back. So it doesn't matter if you don't come too far forward here. You could still be sitting quite upright and getting a lot of benefit out of here. You want to just keep active through the legs, pressing down through the backs of the legs and lengthening out through the lower back. And then let's inhale as you walk the hands back up. Take hold of the right big toe, or just place the hand on the right leg and extend that left arm over. Keep pressing down through that left hip bone. Inhale as you come back up through center, and then swap it over. Take hold of the left leg or the left big toe, reaching out through that right arm now, right fingertips. Turning the head to look up slightly if you can, otherwise straight ahead is also fine. Let's take an inhale, come back up to center, hands behind the legs, bring the legs together. Let's bring that left leg underneath and cross the right leg over. So we're going to take Gomukhasana now. You can always take a simple cross-legged position if this is not possible for you. And then let's take hold of the left elbow. You can take your gaze towards the tip of the nose here if you want to focus on the drishti, otherwise looking straight ahead is also fine. If you want to take that arm, stretch a little bit deeper, reach the right hand behind and monkey grip with that left hand. If you have a strap available here, you could always hold a strap instead. And then carefully let's release the arms. Bring the hands out in front of you and then let's start to walk the hands forward. You can let the head just curl forward if that feels good for you. But keep actively lengthening out through both sides of the waist. Let's take an inhale to walk the hands back up. And we're going to just walk the hands over towards the right. Inhale, and then as you exhale, walk the hands over on that diagonal line. So that you should feel an increase in that right hip or the right glute in your stretch there. Let's inhale as you walk the hands up, hands behind you, and let's cross the legs the other way. So right leg underneath, left leg on top. Try to bring them over all the way so you can stack the left leg on top. Take hold of the right elbow. Try to draw the shoulder blades down the back. Gently pressing the head back onto the arms. If you want to take this deeper, let's reach that left hand behind, taking hold of the fingertips. Nice, smooth, deep breaths here. It's lovely opening for the shoulders, as well as the hips here. Let's gently release the hands, bring the hands out in front, and let's walk the hands forward to where you can. Taking a few slow, deep breaths here. And let's walk the hands back up. Walk the hands over towards the left, take an inhale, and as you exhale, walk the hands forward. Try to stay active through the arms, but let those shoulders just drop away from the ears. And let's inhale to walk the hands back up, releasing the legs out. Lying down onto your back and just getting ready for Shavasana. Nice, easy practice here. Place the right hand onto the belly, left hand onto the heart. Close the eyes. Just with each exhale, allowing the body to just really soften down into the mat. And if you have the time, just staying here, just very lightly following the inhale and exhale of your breathing for the next 3 to 5 minutes, or as long as you need. Thank you for joining me on this small seated practice, and namaste.